It's time now for a look at in local sports. In sports, the Atlanta Braves sweep the three-game series at home in Atlanta against the New York Mets, and are just one win away, or a Mets loss away, from winning their fifth straight division crown. Braves won last night 5-3, and their lead is 2 full games with just 3 left to play. Braves in Miami for the final 3 games of the season, while the Mets take on Washington. Magic number is 1. We'll join the Braves to meet today immediately after the varsity girls softball game, which begins today at 5:30 here on WIFO-FM. Varsity girls softball team in action this afternoon as they host Tattnall County for senior night. Lady Jackets have 2 seniors on this year's squad, Macy Wilkerson and Shay Simmons. This is the non-region game. The Warrior game for tomorrow has been canceled. Region action Thursday on the road is Southeast Bullock. Once again, we'll broadcast today's game beginning at 5:20 with the pregame show. Again, first pitch at 5:30. Volleyball teams in action tomorrow on the road at Bradwell, and they'll take on Bradwell and Jenkins High School. There's no high school football on Friday. Once again, the Burt game has been moved to Tuesday, November 1st, final regular season game of the season, and they'll move the game at Southeast Bullock up to Thursday, October 27th. This week, Wayne County prepares for homecoming against the Islands, team that's 0-6 and lost this past week to Southeast Bullock by a score of 34-7. So with their high school games played this past week, Long County lost to Savannah Christian 54-20, Effingham over Glen Academy 31-14. Tattnall shut out Windsor Forest 35-zip. Brunswick over Grovetown 56-39. Berrien County over Jeff Davis 42-24. Liberty shut out Groves 34-zip. Brantley County beat Toombs County 30-15. The Appling County-Pierce County game is being played tonight over in Baxley. That game set for 7 p.m. Once again, it's homecoming night this Friday night at JC Stadium. Jackets host the Islands at Savannah. Game time Friday 7:30. Homecoming festivities all this week at Wayne County High School. Once again, the parade in downtown Jessup Thursday afternoon at 5 p.m. In college football, Georgia Bulldogs had to stage a second-half comeback in Missouri to beat the Tigers by a score of 26-22. Dogs drop in the AP poll to number 2. Get ready for the Auburn Tigers this Saturday in Athens at 3:30. Georgia Tech picks up a big win on the road, beating Pittsburgh by a score of 26-21. Next up for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets will be Duke. That game in Atlanta this Saturday, and Georgia Southern loses a close win at Coastal Carolina. Final score 34-31. Southern falls to 3-2. They'll be at Georgia State on Saturday. Other college scores: Alabama defeats Arkansas 49-26. Ole Miss downs Kentucky 22-19. TCU beat up on Oklahoma 55-24. Michigan over Iowa 27-14. Wake Forest beats Florida State 31-21. Clemson over Wake Forest 30-20. LSU over Auburn 21-17. Ohio State over Rutgers 49-10. Mississippi State over Texas A&M 42-24. And Florida on Sunday defeated Eastern Washington 52-17. After the weekend, again, Alabama moves back to the number 1 spot in the AP poll, followed by Georgia at 2, Ohio State 3, Michigan 4, Clemson 5, USC is in at 6, 7th is Oklahoma State, 8th Tennessee, 9th Ole Miss, and Penn State rounds out the top 10. In at number 11 is Utah, Oregon is 12, 13 Kentucky, 14 NC State, 15 Wake Forest, 16 BYU, 17 TCU, 18 UCLA, 19 Kansas, which is at 5-0, and in at 20 is Kansas State. 21 Washington, 22 Syracuse, 23 Mississippi State, 24 Cincinnati, and the LSU Tigers come in at 25. And the national championship game will be played 99 days from today in Los Angeles. NFL football, the Falcons a big win beating Cleveland 23-20. Jacksonville Jaguars lose at Philadelphia 29-21. Other scores: Cowboys beat Washington 25-10. Buffalo over the Ravens 23-20. Vikings in London beat the Saints 28-25. LA Chargers beat the Texans 34-24. Jets beat Pittsburgh 24-20. Giants over the Lions 20-12. Seattle 48, the Lions 45. Raiders beat the Broncos 32-23. Packers over the Patriots 27-24. Arizona over the Carolina Panthers 26-16. And last night, the Kansas City Chiefs beat up on Tampa Bay 41-21. Tonight on Monday Night Football, it's the Rams and the Niners. Finally, in sports, the annual J.D. Paul Memorial Scholarship Golf Classic is set for this Saturday at 8:30 at the Pine Forest Country Club. It's a sold-out event, a 4-person scramble. All proceeds go towards the J.D. Paul scholarships. That's going to do it for latest in local sports.